Hey, hey, happy days. Health, Wealth, Life, day 28. Hashtag Health, Wealth, Life. If you want to share this and give me a thumbs up, you can share it while it's live as well. Try that out if you've never done it before. Or try it out if you're watching this pre-recorded. So, what a few days. If you've been watching these, you would have known my story. And the story for a few of us that we've all worked at the same place, the same gym for many years, and the ground was whipped away from underneath us. So it's been a challenging time, but I've offered some ways to think about it a little bit more positively. It's the way I chose to think about it. If you're going to feel better, why not? Why not? So the dust is starting to settle. Still feels like a whirlwind. Noz, how are you? Hope you had a good day. Still feels like a whirlwind, but and still feels like did that really happen? But yeah, we're getting there. We've found a good space, I believe. And Sit, good to see you. Saw some of your trip, looked amazing. Hope you're well with hubby. Genty, oi oi, hello mate. Yeah, so Genty, you'll understand the story. He's one of the team. We've transitioned across now to a different gym. It's a great little vibe in there, and I think there's going to be some really good things that come of it. Sometimes there's blessings that can happen that are totally in disguise. You think, wow, this is a nightmare, and it ends up being opening up a door that wasn't there before, and you get the opportunity to do things you wouldn't have had at the place we was. My mind is always thinking that way, and I've constantly got things about how improving and to grow going on, and there's loads going on at the moment. I'm actually going to get them all down and solidify 2 or 3 of them. So what's today about? Principle 3. We're going to do another principle from the book. It's the perfect fit, really, and it's this: I constantly uplift my internal vibe. What does that mean? Mayrose, happy day. Hope you've had a good day. I constantly uplift my internal vibe. It's principle 3 out of the lifestyle section of my book, Health, Wealth. And what that means is literally what it says. Can you go another level? Is there another notch? Is there another notch of energy? Is there another notch of quality that you can bring out in yourself or who you're working with? If you have patients or clients or team members, or friends, can you bring out even more in them? And by doing that, do you need to bring out even more in yourself, or do you just need to support them? Think about that. So it's about bringing out the best in yourself and bringing out the best in others as well. So you constantly uplift your internal vibe. Now, what I'm going to talk about is I'm going to break this down over the coming weeks is healthy habits. This is a whole series on it of itself, and I'll break this down over the next few weeks. But that is how I uplift my internal vibe. So that's how I do it. How do you uplift your internal vibe? Healthy habits. What's a healthy habit? It's making a ritual. So I use the word ritual because it needs to be habitual. It's ritual. You do it every day and it does enrich your life. You see in the hashtags, if you look at what I've written that goes with every post is hashtag rich you all. RICHUAL, rich you all. Because I believe that if you have good rituals in your life, you can enrich your life. And that can be financial, that can be energetically. That can be what the things that happen. You bring about your own luck. So I've said this before, that luck, you make your own luck by working hard, and then an opportunity will come along. So luck happens at the point when hard work and opportunity meet. Bang. Then it looks like you got lucky, but was you just preparing? Daily rituals are exactly what Noz are absolutely essential. Not even important. I think there needs to be more importance put on how essential they are. So they're essential. So what are they? What are mine? I'll give you 5. So it's a 5-step ritual to constantly uplifting your internal vibe. I spread these throughout my day and I'll give you them in order. So number 1, I wake up and I focus my mind. You could call this anything you like. You could call it some breathing time. You could call it focused mind control. Roz, how are you? Hope you're well. You could call it meditation. Sometimes that turns people off, but don't worry about that. You call it whatever you want. You take 10 minutes, up to 20 minutes. I do maximum. And I focus my mind. I think about how I really want to feel for the day, how the rest of my day is going to go before it happens. I think about all the places I'm going, all the people I'm going to meet, and what could be the perfect outcome. Think that through in your mind. Feel it. get the smell for it, get the taste for it, all the submodalities, all the things that you can do. It's a bit of NLP here. And do that in advance, do that every day in the morning, and generate what you want from your life. If the world is a Xerox machine, if it's a fax machine, if it's a printer, and it's giving you all the things you want, be clear. Be clear about what you want and think about the good things. If some negative things fly in, just say, nah, not that. Set fire to those. Get back onto the positive. So that's the first thing I do. I wake up and I do that. I spend about 20 minutes every day, every morning. If I'm in a rush or I've got to be somewhere really early, I just get up earlier. That's essential for me. Keeps my mindset on track. So this is part of a 5-step ritual for the day. And you're doing a ritual to constantly uplift your internal vibe. When you've uplifted yours, you can only lift up everyone around you. Otherwise, you'll pull them down. So let's uplift ourselves, and then we can uplift everyone else. You know what it's like spending time with someone who's energetic and has good a buzz. You feel better for it. So why not? Let's all feel better. It's all about feeling happy, right? And happy is a skill that we can learn. This is one way to get it, to pull it out of ourselves. So number 2 is I write my goals. You need to be really clear about your goals. I've gone over this a few times, your vision and your goals. We need to have this. You know, when you was a kid, talk to any child you know. If you have a child, talk to them. When they're old enough, they can talk and answer you. Or if you have a niece or a nephew or someone, any child you get in contact with, say, what do you want to be when you grow up? They'll say, I want to be an astronaut, you know, or I want to be an acrobat. They want to be something really cool. And they have a dream how they're going to do that. Melinda, Sean, happy Saturday. Hope you're having a great day so far and an amazing evening ahead. So we're talking about five-step rituals, which are healthy habits, which are ways to constantly uplift your internal vibe. So write your goals down. You need to write them down. It's been studied and it's been shown that when you write something down, it actually activates more of your brain. So you solidify it into your body, in your internal body, and into physical form. One step more than just thinking it out. So speaking it out, thinking it out, writing it out. You must write your goals every morning. Clarify your mind. Tell your mind where you want to go. Tell the universe where you want to go. And you tell everyone else where you want to go. The next one is speak some affirmations. So over time you can build these up. Have a look at affirmations. If you want some, I can give you some. Just ask me for them. Pop the message to me or in the comment box below. I will reply. So affirmations. I read them, I speak them out loud, and I think about them for a moment. It takes about 2 minutes. Yeah, so whiz through that. The next thing is later in the day, I'll read my goals again. So I write my goals down. I'll go through this in a whole video on its own, but I write my goals down on a post-it note and I carry that around with me all day. It's in my pocket. That keeps me focused. Every time I put my hand in my pocket, I feel it, and it just that whole experience comes up again. Say, my goals. I know what I'm focused on. Keep doing that. You've got to be so hungry for your goals that it's like the desire to breathe. You know, your goals are really what you want to do, and the reason why you want to do them so you can help more people. You know, imagine if you achieved all your goals, how happy would you be, and how much would you share? You'd be like, I've got everything I want. Yeah, I have some. You know, what can I do? What can I do to help you? You know, so let's get these handled. Let's get our goals sorted out. Let's be a little bit selfish so we can give even more. A little bit selfish for a while, achieve our goals so we can give even more. Virginia, good to see you in the house. Number 5. So we just did number 4, which is read your goals out loud again. Read them out loud again and read the affirmations again, I suggest. That if you've got established in your mind or on your phone or in a piece of paper, whatever, read them out loud again the second time in the day. And the last thing I do before I go to bed is write my question or questions on my pad before I go to sleep. Give my subconscious mind to do something, give me something to focus about in my dreams, and keeps me focused a little bit more the next day. I've talked about this a few times down in a few videos. I think it's amazing. Absolutely do this. Write it out. I've been working with someone else on this. A couple of people, and they're saying they're having dreams and realizations and a little bit opening up. They don't understand everything yet, but you just keep going. If you want to write the same question, if it hasn't been answered, write it again a few times in a row. You don't have to think of something new every day, every night. But if you've got different questions you want answered because the other ones were answered, then by all means, it's your game. Play it how you like. So that's the 5. So 5-step ritual, which are 5 healthy habits. And we've got them in place throughout the day to consistently and constantly lift our internal vibe. We lift our internal vibe, everyone else is happier around us, and probably most important to you, you're happier. Most important to me, I'm happier. You know, and when we're happier, we can spread that, because happiness is a skill that you can learn. You know this. So the 5 steps that I'm giving you, if you have any questions, just pop them in or send me a direct message. I will answer everything. So the 5 steps I'm giving you, going to fly through them now. First thing in the morning is to focus my mind. I take 20 minutes to do that. I get up however early I need to in order to get that done. That's essential in my opinion. The second one is I write my goals out. That takes me between 5 and 12 minutes. I have timed it. I'm a little bit that way. But it shouldn't take you long. 5 minutes, write them out. Your goals should be really clear. You get better and better at writing it out. The third one is affirmations. This takes 2 minutes. You read your affirmations, think about them for a moment, go over them, be clear about them. Feel them, think them, visualize them, smell them, taste them, whatever it is that you're affirming. Fourth one is read your goals again out loud later on. That's going to take 2-3 minutes. Take a moment to do that every night. I set an alarm in my phone. I have that go off every night. I don't care if it's annoying to anyone. I know what I need to do to keep myself at my personal best. And the fifth one is I write my questions down before I go to bed. I want answers to things even when I'm asleep. Can I make that happen? I think this is an amazing tip that I picked up from the beginning of the year. Reid Hoffman from LinkedIn is the guy that I got it from. As an internet entrepreneur as well. I think it's a fantastic idea, and it's made a big difference on a very subtle way, but a big difference over time, because that's where we're really going to have longevity, is when we find this little thing that we do as a ritual, as something that just keeps us on track, that gives us the energy, that keeps us at our personal best for longer periods of time. And we can focus and really pay attention to what everyone else is doing, because we're doing this thing for longer periods of time. We've got more answers. So that's the 5 steps that I use to constantly uplift my internal vibe. Suggest you take on one or all 5 of them. Take on all 5, try them out, give them a test run for a week and see what happens. Report back to me. Let me know what happens. I'll be really interested to have a conversation with you about it. You can listen to this video back again, take some notes, pop down the 5 and try them on. Try them on for size. I'll be really interested to talk with you more about that. So that's today. We're talking about principle number 3 from my book, Health Wealth. I constantly uplift my internal vibe. My challenge to you is, can you take it up one more notch? Can you take your energy up one more notch? Can you take your vision of how good your life could be, or how good you could make someone else's life, up another notch? Can you do it? Can you do it? You know, you can answer now if you like. Yes, I can. Yes, I can do it. Yes, let's do it. You know, pop it in. Let's go. So reach out. Been having a few more private messages in here, but if you're happy to start sharing in this, in the community, I could set up a separate Facebook page. It's Health Wealth Life, actually. It's the Facebook page for my book. Got an alarm going off here. Can you hear that? That's the universe agreeing with what we're doing here. So you can join that at any point. I might send out some invitations for that. But if you look on my page, you'll see my profile. You'll see the Health Wealth page, and then you'll get every post that's coming through, and also we can start communicating within that as well. Let's get some conversations going in these videos. It seems like it goes offline. I talk to people individually and I talk to people face to face. Lots of people are chatting to me about it, which is great. I love it. And let's get some more going on in here. I want to see what's going on with you and have some instant or immediate or live interaction. All right, so that's it for today. I constantly uplift my internal vibe. Can you take it to the next level? Can you take it up a notch? Whatever it is you're doing, can you make it slightly better? I believe you can. But remember, happy is a skill that you can learn, and this is a better way to bring out your personal best. Let's go get some health wealth. Let's take the world with us. Have an amazing evening. Take care of yourself and everyone around you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Take good care.